I being a filmmaker from Indian cinema and now educationist and running this film school for the last 12 years called Whistling Woods International. So we have students from all kind of school of thoughts. We have engineers, we have technicians, we have thinkers, we have writers, directors, producers, musicians, actors. So it's a combination of many flowers in one garden over there. So, but we always profess our students that every technician has to be an artist and every artist has to be a technician. So this is our motto, to train our students. The technician doesn't mean an engineer, doesn't mean engineer means engineering the art and craft with its own aesthetic sense. So we are very, very happy and we feel blessed that we are being associated with the SMT, an institution in itself, or the student chapter from today. And we are sure that it will enlighten our younger generation of India with a different perspective and with better teachers and the better courses. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you.
Over to our Vice President, Chaitanya.
Thank you, Subhashji. So, I think two and a half Future of Film Forum sessions. And I was really quite surprised at how, in addition to being technical, how creative supporting it was. So essentially it treats technology as a tool, as a huge support mechanism to tell stories. And even though as a film school, which is generally looked upon more creative, less technical, it was up to us to start engaging with SIMTI to try and ensure that India becomes or continues to be the cutting edge of the sharp end of the stick when it comes to research, development, innovation, both as an institution to institution partnership as well as the school and individual brands, right? Whether it's Dolby, whether it's Sony, whether it's the others. So it was key for us to see how we can take this forward. And this year, when SIMTI decided to have its standards meeting in Mumbai, we were more than happy to host it. I did attend a little bit of the sessions. I didn't understand much, but I think what I tried to do also was to try and showcase and explain to them how our industry works and what are the numbers and what's essentially where we are, where we've come from, where we are going, where we are technologically, where are we statistically, and where are we creatively, and hope that these things are able to enable India and all of us and all of our students to continue to do more work going forward better and better. So thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Ujjwal. Thank you, Bruce, Thomas, Brian, Arjun, Maurice, Louis. Sorry, I tried to remember. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Week of engagement with the Whistling Woods community, and it's just really wonderful, and we look forward to coming back many times. Our members are at your disposal to help in mentorship, and that's what the community of SIMTI is all about. So we look forward to partnering with you for a long, long time to come.
Thank you so much.
यहाँ से शुरू होगा उनका SMPT जो है 100-400 साल पुरानी है। अब आप सोचिए कि कितने खूबसूरत, कितने विद्वान मेंटर्स होंगे, शिक्षक होंगे, टीचर्स होंगे जो हमारी आने वाली जनरेशन को, हमारे सिनेमा स्टूडेंट्स को वो अपनी मेंटरशिप देंगे और वो बातें बताएंगे, इनोवेटिव हो, चाहे रिसर्च हो, डेवलपमेंट हो या क्रिएटिव फील्ड हो या परफॉर्मिंग हो या टेक्नीशियंस हो। सो आवर स्टूडेंट्स विल बी बेनिफिटेड, आवर यंगर जनरेशन in Indian cinema will be benefiting. So we feel very much blessed that we are associated with SMPT. आज एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण दिन है भारतीय सिनेमा के लिए भी। धन्यवाद।
Thank you. That was 3 microphones. Wow.
I know I have told somebody came after 104 years here in India.
Yeah.
Tell us about this entire journey.
English, Hindi.
The choice is yours. You can give me an answer in Hindi or English.
No. First, let us do it in English. great moment for India, the Indian entertainment industry technologies, that we have been able to gather knowledge from you about what's happening in the industry. So what are your take for the next 10 years? What do you feel? What will happen in India?
This is my first trip to India, and I've been very impressed with what I've seen, the level of sophistication, the level of commitment, and I see India emerging as a dominant global media power, or at least a leading global media power. Quick learners, hard studiers, so I've been very impressed, particularly with Whistling Woods International and everything I've seen so far. So as far as the media industry itself, in the next 10 years, we're going to go through a lot of change with the cloud, with the emergence of the sharing economy, as I talked about tonight, and there'll be plenty of opportunities for new technology and standards, and SMPTE will be there to lead the way.
So how do you see the India section? What is your guidance for the India section? What kind of activity do you think we should be doing?
Well, certainly getting more members. You have a huge population to pick from. But in terms of the section itself, I think getting connected to what's happening in other parts of the world and bringing the best practices from the other parts of the world to India. Learn from the best and then innovate on your own.
I would like to explain to you more about the social media presence of SMPTE, so that the people from here in India can easily connect. Can you explain exactly what is the social media presence?
Well, for SMPTE, this is a new area. We're trying to get connected with social media, and in fact, I'm a big believer that we need to have social media in multiple languages. You have many in India. While many of the technical folks speak English, I would like to make it possible for even non-English speaking folks to be able to take advantage of some of the information that SMPTE provides.
So do you think some of the translation from the SMPTE standards or journals are possible in the Indian languages in future?
Yes, you just got to pick one or two or three, but absolutely. Some of the new technology from a lot of companies like Amazon with Alexa or Google or Apple, those technologies for language translation, we can apply them to technical standards, and that'll be a big step along the way, a step towards being able to have access to the standards available in multiple languages. So India would be a great test case for that project.
Many people are not aware of the red SMPTE pin.
Oh, yeah, this red SMPTE pin means that I'm a fellow of the society, and it's conferred by peers. You have to be recommended. Your qualifications are reviewed. Not everyone makes it. And so it means a lot because it comes from your peers, not because of money or anything else. And it's something I wear very proudly, as do you, my friend. Oh, I'm sorry. We're both SMPTE fellows. There's only about 300 in the world, and it's a lot of the who's who, including folks like Steve Wozniak, who I mentioned tonight. So we're very, very proud of getting a fellow status.
What is your message to the students? If they join SMPTE, what benefits they can get?
Well, I think for students, particularly while school teaches you the basics, SMPTE teaches you the state-of-the-art in storytelling. So if you're passionate about that and you want to be connected with the people that are making storytelling happening, SMPTE is the place to be for the community, for the education, and actually for the partnerships that you can build to help your career.
Thank you very much
Thank you
for talking to me, and this is really an honor for SMPTE India section to host a dinner in honor of you.
And it's really a pleasure for me as SMPTE president to be here. Thank you for your leadership. Keep it going. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Sir, I would like to have a question.